Welcome to the Increased Support Tickets Study and Recommendations presentation. This video is a short overview of the main points from the study. The full version and its derivation will be included with the submission of this proposal. Note that this presentation is fictitious in nature. For that reason, some liberties were taken to develop a narrative around the numbers that were provided for the study. The numbers, tables, charts, and graphs all reflect the actual sample data that was provided. Now for a quick introduction. My name is Russell Steele. Thank you for being present and taking the time to listen. I have spent more than 5 years as a software support engineer, 2 of which were as a Tier 2 systems analyst, more than 10 years in management at various levels, and I recently graduated from Kennesaw State University with a BS in software engineering. Lastly, some fun facts about me is that I'm a licensed ham radio operator and have recently taken up urban beekeeping. Now to the matter at hand. In response to the recent increase in reported issues with the Fly Delta mobile app, an analysis of 90 support tickets has been conducted to identify patterns and propose solutions. The 3 most common issues are SkyMiles not being updated, application crashes at the time of payment, and boarding passes not loading after check-in. In addition, some patterns in the data were identified and will be shown. After a summary of the data analysis, the study will conclude with steps to address the ticket increases in the most efficient manner possible. This graph represents 90 tickets as ratios separated out into their respective categories. The greatest number of affected users were found to have booking issues, check-in problems, and SkyMiles issues. These were closely followed by accounting issues, performance issues, and UI issues. The combination of the top 6 categories represents a large segment of users. For that reason, all 6 categories will be considered while determining a path forward. It is also noteworthy that most medium and high priority issues fall into one of these categories. This is illustrated in the data table. The top 3 issues, not to be confused with the top 3 categories, are highlighted in orange. The individual issues were manually determined by grouping and counting clearly related ticket descriptions. There were 3 closely related takeaways from the data. The first is the infinite loading screen issue, which occurred between 9:45 a.m. and 1 o'clock p.m. Seeing that there may be a correlation between it and peak system use, further investigation is warranted. There may be a separate conflicting process or network traffic rather than there being a problem with the application itself. The insufficient text contrast issue is only observed midday between the hours of 2:15 and 3:30 p.m. In addition to having the contrast adjusted, it is recommended that we add a requirement and test case for 600 nit screens in direct sunlight. The largest and most consistent issue was users being unable to complete payment, which in all cases occurred precisely at 12 o'clock a.m. Overall system traffic can be checked for spikes in usage. It would also be important to know if there is a separate system process that interferes with the application data traffic on the network. One final chart that is relevant to the discussion is the issues by version chart. According to the ticket count, only 2 of the issues were with the most recent version 5.3.1. Additionally, both were solely related to the update process. Once the update issue is resolved and fully tested, the update can be pushed. This would only be viable if the research determines the outstanding issues were addressed with the development of the new version. This would allow the resolution of most issues with just a few broad strokes. If the update option is not viable, the tickets can be prioritized according to the priority level and the number of affected users. The prioritization should be ordered as follows: booking issues, SkyMiles issues, accounting issues, check-in problems, notification issues, UI issues, update issues, performance, flight status errors, Wi-Fi connectivity, feature requests, and in-flight entertainment. Note that within each category, the priority will be FIFO, first in, first out. The attached spreadsheet includes a tab labeled Final Priority, which specifies the precise order the tickets can be processed in. This order allows for an economy of scale, solving the highest priority and the highest number of affected users simultaneously. So now for some final conclusions. It is imperative that a list of the bug fixes from the Fly Delta app versions are available to the support team. Without this information, having users update their application may result in more issues on top of the ones they've already had. Additionally, priority should be placed on ensuring that the update process has been thoroughly tested and the updated app addresses specific user issues. We can see from the data that there are many high and medium priority tickets that are related to the same issue. Addressing these tickets first, combined with team communication about their resolution methods, can result in an economy of scale. This means that many affected users have their issues resolved with the quickest manner possible. Lastly, network operations must be notified about the latency issues that may stem from inadequate system resources during peak usage. In addition to network operations, the development team must be in the loop because they may have knowledge of system processes that run and affect load times, as seen with the 5 tickets that were unable to complete payment at exactly 12 o'clock a.m. By gathering the version usage data, communicating with the related teams, and prioritizing tickets, the support group can address the rise in ticket volume. Establishing new testing points for regression UI testing will prevent future issues. Bringing the support team in on the loop with bug fixes for each software release will enable more efficient resolution of customer issues on future calls. With these measures, we can take strides forward that will result in lower ticket volumes. With that, I'd like to thank you. I hope that you have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you soon.